Well, a good Thursday evening to everyone, folks, and welcome to our webinar. My name is John Dehart. I'm your Executive Director of Sales, Marketing, and Field Development with the Family Vacation Network. Again, a big welcome to everybody who's joined us tonight. If you're on this call tonight, I'm going to make an assumption or an assertion that you're on here looking for opportunity. And folks, let me tell you, you've come to the right place. On this call tonight, we're really going to cover the family vacation opportunity, why it is a fantastic, really opportunity for folks that whether you want to make part-time income and increase your cash flow, make full-time income or make big-time income, the Family Vacation Network is the place that can be accomplished. And there are really 5 key components, folks, as you're looking at opportunity that in my 30 years of experience in this industry, I believe that you really need to look at and look closely at because it will determine your long-term success with the company. The company has to stay healthy in order for you to stay healthy, and so that's what we want to cover tonight. And I start this presentation by really asking, what is it about this Family Vacation Network that people love? Why do people love FVN so much? That seems to be the biggest question that I'm constantly asked. And in a word, folks, it is our product. Everybody loves to vacation, and that's what we're all about. As a network marketing company, if you've been involved in other companies, let me just say this right up front. We don't sell vitamins or skincare or juices or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with those companies. That's just not what we do. We sell vacations, and because of that, we're attracting all kinds of people to this industry or to this company that never would have come into this industry saying, I want to sell vitamins, I want to sell skincare. But because of our product and because of the fact that people like to get paid going on vacations, they like to share their vacation experiences, we are growing absolute leaps and bounds. So buckle your seatbelt, folks. This is going to be a great webinar, and we're going to explain to you on this webinar the Family Vacation Network. So who are we? Well, quite simply, we are the newest marketing arm for a company called Westgate Resorts. And folks, if you're not familiar with Westgate, they've sold over $8 billion with a B dollars worth of vacations. They've got nearly 7,000 employees around the country. That's 28 resorts in 11 different states, over 10,000 luxury villas that you can vacation at. We serve over 3 million guests already every single year. And to sum it up, folks, we are simply the world's largest privately owned vacation company in 2013. And when you look at the vacation industry, the vacation and travel industry, folks, it's huge. It's $1.3 million domestically. It's $7 trillion worldwide. So we're a big company in a big industry. And the Family Vacation Network is, like I said, we're the newest marketing arm. So we're really just getting started with FVN, but we've got the infrastructure of a 30-year-old company. That's significant, and that's what makes our company special. So as we look at FVN and the properties that we've got, I think it's important to contrast the FVN experience versus the hotel lodging experience, because what we do is we bring quality family vacations that are affordable to everybody out there. So if you look in the top right corner here, folks, you're going to see the family vacation experience. Most of the time when you vacation, you stay in a hotel, what do you get? You get a bed, you get a bathtub, and you get a boob tube, right? I mean, that's what you get. And folks, you get that with us too. It just happens to be a California king-size bed. It just happens to be a great view in our swimming pools. We've got an event coming up here in 2 weeks in Orlando. It's going to be held at the Town Center. It was the first resort we built. It's the largest resort in the world, and we're holding that event at Pool 13. So just think about that. It's pool number 13. There are 14 pools on this resort. So it's a little different experience than what you experience in the hotel. Here you've got the picture of the hotel. There's that boob tube we talked about. Here's the difference with the Family Vacation Network. You've got a full kitchen, washer and dryer. Folks, if you don't want to cook on vacation, that's okay. But if you want to save some money, you've got a family and you want to eat breakfast in, or you want to make lunches or whatever, you want to go to the store and put things in the refrigerator, refrigerator, we got full stove, we've got microwave, we've got fridge, we got washer and dryer, we've got a huge table. You see, we've got leather furniture, we've got TVs. They just happen to be flat screen TVs. So it's a very, very different vacation experience. This is in our one-bedroom villas. Our tub is a jacuzzi tub. That's right, it's a hot tub, folks. It's a jacuzzi. So it's a very different experience than what most people are used to. And I'll tell you what, when you come to our resorts, you get it. I mean, you just get it. You see exactly what we're talking about, that it's a different experience. And folks, here's the best news. All of that is for as little as $79 a night in our value season. And we're going to talk about this number 79 because, like I said before, most of you are familiar with network marketing and with vitamins and skincare and juices. And we're going to talk about it in terms of our auto ship, what you get every month. Instead of having a bottle of vitamins shipped to your door every month or a case of juice, you get one value season a night every single month. That's what you're accumulating, and you can use those nights to stay at Westgate Resorts. You're going to be able to use those nights to stay or to trade those to what we call beach bucks and be able to use that internal currency that we have to go on cruises, to travel the world, all-inclusives. Folks, your vacationing dreams come true. You're not limited to just Westgate. You've got the ability to go worldwide with the Family Vacation Network. And so, folks, here's my point here. You know, we're at $79 a night, and this is where, you know, when you've got a good company like the Family Vacation Network backed by Westgate, you've got a good, you know, plenty of money, great management, okay? As we start to look at our product, and you see our product, again, we don't sell vitamins, we don't sell pills, potions, lotions, not that there's anything wrong with those, that's just not us. But when you look at products in our industry, there is a winning formula, and here's what it is. You've got to have a better product at a better price, and that's what we've got. So let me explain. If you've got an inferior product that's at a higher price, you need a Cracker Jack sales force, right? You need people that know how to sell. But in our industry, we've got to be able to attract the masses, right? And so here's the reality. Less than 10% of our population considers themselves sales types, in quotes, right? That means 90% of our population says, I'm not a sales type person. I don't like to sell. And so therefore, if you're going to make it in our industry, you got to have products that sell that sell themselves. It can't be about selling. It's got to be sharing. And for that winning formula, you need a better product at a better price. Why? Because it takes selling out of the equation. It becomes about sharing at that point. And really what it is it's a transfer of emotion. So that's what you've got with FVN. When you've got a better product at a better price, what do you call that in the business world? Well, you call it a home run, you call it a slam dunk, you call it a no-brainer. Why? Because there's no selling required. It's about sharing. And I'll tell you what, folks, people love to share their vacation experiences. If you look on Facebook, you go to Twitter, you look on YouTube, you know, whatever the social network is out there, maybe less LinkedIn, but most of the ones that are social networks, that's what people are sharing on there. They share their vacation experiences, and that's what seems to get pushed forward, right? That's what people like. That's what people click on and share. That's what they push forward to other folks out there. That and their plate of food that they're eating, which I can never quite understand why somebody wants to take a picture of their food and put it on Facebook, but it seems to be pretty common. Anyway, having a little fun here tonight, but people love to share their vacation experiences, and that's what our business model's about. It's not about selling, it's about sharing. And with the Family Vacation Network, we've made sharing your vacation experience simple and easy. We've given you the tools to be able to do that. We've got an offline tool that's called First Night Free on Me. So if you decide to get involved in the Family Vacation Network and you want to expose it to other people as a business, and again, as a business, increase your cash flow part-time, move out of the job you're currently in, go full-time or go big-time. We've got some seven-figure earners on this webinar right now that have made seven figures annually in this industry. I'm looking at their names right now. You can go big-time with us. So we make it easy to share the vacation experience. We give you a First Night Free on Me card. Here's how it works. You hand it to somebody, you mail it to them. It's a postcard, right? You put your ID number, we call it a brand partner ID number, right? When you get started with us, you're a brand partner. You put your number in there, and folks, here's the thing. You let the pros do the work. Your job is to hand it out. Basically, in this industry called network marketing, when it was explained to me when I was 18 years old, here's what they said. In advertising or in business, companies spend up to 50% of every revenue dollar on advertising, whether that be TV, radio, billboards, print ad, whatever it may be. And in our industry, what we do is we reallocate those advertising dollars and we pay them to you. See, you're not going to see us on TV, probably not going to hear us on radio. We take those dollars, we reallocate them to you for telling people about sharing the Family Vacation Network experience. And this First Night Free on Me card is an excellent way to do it. You put your number in there. You say, hey, first night's on us. Any other one you book, 2 nights, you got to book at least 2. First one's on us. The second one, guess what, folks? You get paid on that second night. And here's the best news. You don't have to become a travel agent to do this, right? There's an 800 number on there. They call the pros. The pros, we've got 700 people sitting in a call center right now waiting for that phone call to come in. When that person calls, they're going to get them the quality vacation experience that they want. If they want to go to parks, they're going to be able to go to parks. If they want to ski, they need lift tickets, they're going to get that. Whatever it is, they want to go, land and sea, they want to come to our property and then go on a cruise, they're going to be able to do that. They're going to set them up with the vacation that they want. They're going to talk to them and say, what are you looking to do? And they're going to give them a quality vacation at value prices. That's what we do. And that's our offline tool. Here's our online tool. We've got the most ripping booking engine that there is. You're not going to get out-shopped on Priceline or Hotels.com or any of those. When somebody goes to your Family Vacation Network booking engine, they're going to find the best prices that they're going to be able to get for Westgate Resorts. So, folks, we've got offline tools, we got online tools, all at low prices so that you can share the vacation experience with other folks. And again, it's not about selling. It's about sharing. And folks, what can you share? Well, we are the company that has pioneered the theme vacation. And so we've got, not all of them, but we've got some that are really, really cool. Here's a dude ranch. You ever want to wake up the inner cowboy? We've got a dude ranch at Westgate River Ranch here in Florida. If you want to go out, see the buffalo, you want to ride horses, you want to take your kids, teach them how to be cowboy, cowgirl, guess what? They can do that here. If your daughter wants to be a princess, Westgate was built on the west gate of Disney World. That's where we got our name. We are right there on the edge of Disney World. We've got great vacation experiences to be able to go to the parks, whether that's Disney World, SeaWorld, Universal, Legoland, you name it. We've got it here for your kids to be able to have the vacation of their life. What about Colonial America? Teaching your kids a little bit about the history of this company or country? We've got that too. Westgate Historic Williamsburg. And I say the theme vacations because at the River Ranch, they dress up like cowboys, the employees do, cowboys and cowgirls. Here they dress up like old-time Colonial America. It is a theme vacation. This is our Westgate Smoky Mountain Resort in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Guess what? All the employees there dress up like park rangers. It's a great, great experience. And for bonus points, we've got the largest indoor water park in the state of Tennessee on this property. So it's a great way to get out there with your family and just have a blast. Folks, if you like to ski, we've got the #1 ski property in the world. This is our Park City Resort and Spa. It was ranked #1 2013 of resorts in the world. This is the #1 resort. It sits at the base of the canyons, they held part of the 2002 Salt Lake Olympics there for the downhill skiing. This is a great resort. #1 in the world, voted best steakhouse in the state, best spa in the state. Folks, here's the reality. If you like beaches, we got that. We got Miami Beach. We got Daytona Beach. We got Myrtle Beach. If you like the parks, we got that. We got next to SeaWorld, next to Disney, next to Universal, right? If you like the bright lights of Vegas, we got that. If you like to golf, we've got that. If you like to ski, we've got that in Park City, Utah. Folks, if you like country, guess what? We are huge in Branson. Folks, we've got it all for the vacation experience with the Family Vacation Network, and we'd like to take those vacation experiences and tie them into events. So we'll throw out deals out there like, come and stay with us and we'll get you 2 tickets to go see Justin Bieber, if you want to submit yourself to that kind of torture, or Paul McCartney, right? McCartney just came, Fleetwood Mac, or maybe it's the Daytona 500. We put together those packages if you're a NASCAR fan. Maybe you want to go to some shows, the Blue Man Group, right, or Cirque du Soleil. We've got sporting events, whether it be baseball games, football games. We've got a great one coming up with the Bucks and the New Orleans Saints coming up on September 15th. So, folks, we put it all together. Additionally, we are the largest purchaser of theme park tickets in the world. So if you want the parks, we got the parks, just like I mentioned before. And as luck would have it, we have some fantastic relationships with some of the largest travel wholesalers on the planet. Folks, we've got the vacation experience covered with the Family Vacation Network. So let's recap. We got a great company, properly capitalized, properly managed. We've got great products. These are the Westgate products, and again, you can come here with value season. You're getting a value night every single month, or 2 value nights every single month, in addition to the upfront package that you purchased. You can use those and come to Westgate Resorts, or you can trade those to Beach Bucks, and guess what? Travel the world. That's what's coming with the Family Vacation Network. So we've got great company, great products. Let's talk about, really the next step. If you like to ski, we've got that. If you like to surf, we've got it. Fly fish, spa. If you like the spa, the mani-pedi, we've got the vacation experience for you. Now, here's the big question. How'd you like to get paid to go on vacation? Because that's what we're talking about. Remember, our business isn't about selling. It's about sharing. Sharing is a transfer of emotion. You got a vacation if you're with us. That's criteria number 1 for being part of the Family Vacation Network is you have to vacation. That's it. And again, folks, we make it easy and profitable to do that. So let's talk about this home-based business. Why a Family Vacation Network? Well, guess what? We've got a proven business model. Okay, it's simple. It's a global business. We're going global. Imagine. And folks, I've had this privilege, and I'll tell you what, I consider it a privilege, to wake up in the morning after I've been sleeping and to see that bank account rise, to see volume go up because there's things happening in Japan. There's things happening, 12 hours away in the Philippines and in Vietnam, in Thailand, in Malaysia, and Indonesia, and New Zealand. Folks, there's nothing like a global business, and that's what you've got with the Family Vacation Network. Guess what? Doesn't take a lot of money to get started. So you've got low startup capital. You can do this part-time. Remember, I said part-time, not spare time. Nobody's got spare time. But you can do this part-time to increase your cash flow. It's got great home business, has great tax advantages. It can be a great plan B for you. So again, you can do it part-time, full-time, or big-time with residual income. And folks, it's the only way I know of to get what I really, really call wealth. It's the single quickest way to get there. 2, 3, 4, 5 years, time and money. That's wealth. When you've got all the money you need and the time to enjoy it. You're not working 40, 60, 80 hours a week to make that money. You've got leverage, and that's what this business can offer you. So with us, with the Family Vacation Network, we've got what's called the Smart Compensation Plan. So folks, I'm not going to get into great detail on this webinar tonight with our compensation plan. Let me encourage you to do this. Go to FVN Movie, Family Vacation Network Movie.com. www.fvnmovie.com. You're going to see a short movie at the top. Scroll down and you'll see our compensation plan. There's an overview, and then it's going to talk about the first 2 ways that you get paid, which is a retail commission and our differential. Let me say this about our comp plan, because folks, I believe we have walked that tight wire with it. See, in our industry, the network marketing profession, there are normally 2 types of comp plans. There's the first type where you can make great money on the front end, but there's almost no money on the back end. So you're constantly on the treadmill, right? There's no residual income. Then there's the second type of plan. You may not be on the treadmill, but guess what? You got to work 3, 4, 5 years to get to the back end. The real money's on the back end of the plan, and you got to survive the first 3 years in order to get there, right? And so, folks, here's what we've done. We've threaded the needle, because we've got great money on the front end and we've got great money on the back end. Let me encourage you, go and check that out. With our residual income or the upfront money, we've got the retail commissions, 10%. We've got the differential. It's an electric comp plan. And then on the back end, we've got a unilevel plan that is tied in with matching bonuses and bonus pools and vacation ownership bonuses. Folks, we've got it all in place for you, and a very, very key program, because this is the key. If you look at network marketing, the key to network marketing is retention. And folks, we've got the retention getter, if that's a word, the retention getter. We've got a program that we call Get 3, Yours is Free. And so what do I mean by that? Remember that $79 a night that you're on AutoShip? Instead of a bottle of vitamins, you get one night value season every single month. You're accruing one night every month. Well, guess what? If you get just 3 people that do that, next month yours is free. And if those 3 people do it again that next month, the following month, yours is free. We don't even hit your credit card. You're just accumulating value season nights. And remember, you can go to our properties or you can trade, go cruises, travel the world with our Beach Bucks program, folks, and you can do a lot of that for free. It is a fantastic program. Our retention rate is going through the roof. So, great company, properly capitalized, properly managed, great products. Again, that winning formula, not about selling, it's about sharing. Absolute ripping compensation plan. And folks, here's the thing. Timing is perfect. So the number 4, that if you're evaluating a business, number 4 is you've got to be conscious of timing. And folks, here's the reality. You are in the right place at the right time. Let me ask you a couple of quick questions telling you a story. If we could do Back to the Future with you, right? You could take all the knowledge that you have in your head right now and roll back to 1986, and you see a funny looking guy that's got a funny named company called Microsoft, and he's talking about how software is going to change the world and everybody's going to have a personal computer, right? Knowing what you know today, how much Microsoft stock would you buy? Well, folks, let me answer that for you. As much as you could, right? Because that company went from small to big. You'd sell the house, the cars, you'd get a second job, you'd do everything you possibly could to acquire as much Microsoft stock for those 2-to-1 reverse splits that you could possibly do. Why? Because it went from small to big and people's lives were changed forever. Roll that clock forward to 2000. Now you get to go back to 2000 and you see a company with another funny name that has a new technology for search engines. They're called Google. And they say they're going to change the world. How much stock would you buy? As much as you could. You'd sell your Microsoft stock. You'd sell the house again, the cars. Those would be Lambos by now. And, you'd get a second job. You'd try to go to work at Google so that you could get some stock options. You'd do everything you could to acquire as much Google stock as you possibly could. Why? Because that company went from small to big and people's lives were changed forever. They were both category creators. And folks, what does that have to do with us? Well, nothing and everything. Because the Family Vacation Network is a category creator. We are going to go from small to big. And folks, if you've heard nothing that I've said tonight, listen to this. In the transition from small to big is where wealth is created. Whether you're buying stock or whether you're getting involved with the Family Vacation Network, you're rolling up your sleeves and you're going to work. You're telling people about this great brand new concept. As we grow up and get big, you get big with us. And that's where wealth is created. So folks, you find yourself in the right place at the right time. And congratulations, you find yourself there with all systems go. Our systems are in place. And folks, that is so critical in our industry. As you look at the screen here, you're seeing McDonald's. And, I like to tell the story. We're a little short on time, but I would normally ask, how many people know how to make a hamburger? Well, everybody does. And guess what? You know how to make a cheeseburger. You could make French fries. You could even make a milkshake, right? But can you make money doing it? And the answer is probably no, right? So here's my question to you. Knowing that you already know how to make hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries, and milkshakes, what does McDonald's sell? They sell hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries, and milkshakes, right? But you already know how to make those. So why would you spend $2 million to buy a McDonald's? Well, guess what? I'm going to assert that it's not for the knowledge on how to make hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries, and milkshakes. It's for the knowledge of their playbook. It's their system. It's how they make that profitable. And guess what, folks? I've never seen one fail. Second largest franchise in the world right now to Subway, most profitable franchise in the world, and I've never seen one fail. Why? Because their systems are tight. And folks, that's exactly what you get with the Family Vacation Network. I've got a saying. It's not what works, it's what duplicates. Duplication is the key. And in our business, simple is what duplicates. And so as we talk about our simple system, folks, it is simple. It's called use, share, teach. Number one, you got to use the product. You've got to be a product of the product. You've got to use our products. And for us, what does that mean? That means you got to go on vacation. Remember what I said right up front. This isn't about selling. It's about sharing. This is a transfer of emotion. So you got to go. You got to go to our resorts. You got to tour the world. You got to do that because then you can tell people and you can be excited and you can say, guess what? You've got to do this too, and you can do this with the Family Vacation Network. That's what our business is about. So first you use the product, then you share the product, right? You share that experience with other people. We've got a couple of ways of doing that, the online tool, the offline tool, and then you share the business opportunity. We've made it simple and easy to do that with FVN Movie. Remember I said go to FVN Movie? You just send somebody this link, www.fvnmovie.com, and we engage what I call the tools and the team. So sharing the business is simple. Tools and team, tools and team, tools and team. We share the link, and then we engage your upline, your business partners, and we have them, we put them on what's called a three-way phone call where they're talking to your person, and they're telling them about their experiences with the Family Vacation Network, folks. It is very, very powerful for our business when that happens. And then finally, we teach other people how to do that. What do we teach them? We teach them how to go on vacation, we teach them how to share that vacation experience, and we teach them how to share the FVN business building experience. And that's all we do. It's a simple 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. And folks, the person that does that the most is going to win. I mean, it's really, really that simple. So we've got a simple system that everybody can do. Folks, we've got it going on. When you look at the Family Vacation Network, those 5 critical pieces, we've got them all. And we've got them all as a startup. See, what I didn't tell you at the beginning of the call is eventually every company that makes it in our industry has all 5 of these pieces in place. But most companies starting hope to have 2 or 3 of these pieces in place, and they hope to develop the other 2 or 3 over the next 3 to 5 years. Folks, we're coming out of the gate with all systems go. Everything's in place for you to be successful. Hey, if you want to get started with us, here's how you do it. Number 1, you got to become a junior brand partner. You got to start off with our kit. Our kit consists of a $49 brand partner kit and a $50 seller of travel. That seller of travel goes to the state of Florida. It's pass-through for us, right? The state of Florida says if you're going to be talking about vacations, you need a seller of travel license, and we comply with the state of Florida and the other 49 state attorney generals and the Federal Trade Commission. Folks, we're protecting this opportunity for everybody. So you start there, and then you pick your pack. We've got 3 great starter packs to get started with. Good, better, best. This is our good package. It's called the Getaway. It's $249. Here's what you get. You get 1 night of vacation and 20 first night free on me cards and $100 worth of dining dough. Let me explain dining dough. It's a card that's got $100 worth of value on it. You go to the Dining Dough website, you type in the zip code that you're in that you want to use it, and guess what? It's going to pull up a whole bunch of local restaurants. Not a lot of franchises. We believe a lot in supporting local restaurants, great restaurants that you can eat at. And folks, this isn't a cheesy 2-for-1, buy one, get one free type thing. This is, you spend $37, we're going to give you 25 off of that. So your meal costs you $12. It is true value. So that's our first package, $249, valued at $397. Our second pack, good. This one's better. It's called the Adventure, and it's $499. You're going to get 2 vacations with this and $200 worth of dining dough. And then finally, folks, our Global Traveler Pack, the best pack that we've got. 3 vacations, and we increase the length of these vacations. So not only do you get 3 vacations, you get $300 worth of dining dough. You get that dining dough. Every time you go on vacation, you check in, you get the dining dough. So that's how it works. They're going to give you $100 worth of card every time you go on vacation. So you're going to get that. You're going to get 100 of the first night free on me cards. Folks, it's almost a $1,400 value that you're getting for under $1,000. It's a great, great value. But folks, it gets better, because here's the deal. When you watch that movie on FVN Vacation or on FVNmovie.com on our compensation plan, it's going to talk about the differential. The first rank in the differential is Jade. When you buy the Global Traveler Pack, we're going to rank you up to Jade and grandfather you in until the first of the year. So for the rest of the year, you're going to be at Jade. And folks, let me tell you something. That's like a $3,000 gifting program right there, because you'd have to do $3,000 in volume to get to Jade. When I say good, better, best, this is the best package for you to get involved with if you're serious about FVN. Hey, you're probably going to have some questions. I get that, right? So you're probably left after this webinar in 3 places. 1, you're ready to get started. Get back to the person who put you on this call. They'll help you get started. They'll send you their website. You get signed up, get your global traveler pack, and get started. 2, you need more information. That's okay too. I get that also. Get back again to the person who put you on this call. They might be able to answer your questions, or better yet, they'll probably put you on with one of the other team members so that you can talk to them and have them share their experience with you, right? Perfect. Or number 3, timing's not right for you. Okay. Who do you know that it might be right? Help the person out that had you be on this webinar. If you do that, make sure you get one of our first night free on me cards and go to the Family Vacation Westgate Resorts and check it out. You may just find that the timing got better for you once you're at one of our resorts. So anyway, folks, get back to the person that put you on this call. Get started, and here's the thing. Don't procrastinate. Procrastination will steal your dreams, and make sure you get back to the person who put you on this call, get your questions answered, and get going. And folks, join us this Saturday. We've got a very special training going on this Saturday. It is on how to invite. We're doing a series, the 7 steps to big money with the Family Vacation Network. 7 skills that you need to know. The second skill, in my opinion, is the most important skill. It is called how to invite. We're going to be covering that this Friday. Join us for that, or this Saturday, 12 o'clock noon. You can register for that webinar, same place you registered for this one. FVNwebinar.com. FVNwebinar.com. And folks, also a very special webinar is starting to kick off. Our master brand partners, David and Susie Butler, are going to start a webinar series. They're going to have an opportunity webinar similar to this one on Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern, so right after the training. And then they're going to be doing a couple of special webinars every single week, so stay tuned for the details coming out on that. But bottom line is, folks, you're going to have the ability to expose somebody to our business Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, along with training. All the tools are in place for you to build the Family Vacation Network. Again, get back to the person who put you on this call. Thanks for joining me tonight. I'm John Dehart. It is my honor and pleasure to be with you on this Thursday night. Look forward to meeting you. And make sure, if you're a part of the Family Vacation Network, we've got our Orlando kickoff coming up September 13 and 14. Make sure to get registered for that. I look forward to seeing everybody here. With that, have a great night, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.